Rules of Noon, Sākinah, and Tanween. All right. So quickly, what is Noon, Sākinah? When I say Noon, Sākinah, what do I mean by that? What do I mean when I say any letter is Sākinah? But in this case, we're talking about Noon. So when a letter has sukoon, simply put, this is very simple. When a letter has a sukoon on it, and I'm sure all of us know what a sukoon is, right? It is referred to as sakina. Now, another way that a letter can be sakina or having a sukoon is to have nothing over it at all whatsoever. So if we see a letter that has nothing over it at all whatsoever, that letter is sakina, right? And we see this a lot in the Quran, and it's intentional as well. It's not haphazard. It's all part of a system, right? That was created to help us be able to identify the rules of tajweed in the script of the Quran. All right. It's a later development. However, it's extremely useful and extremely helpful. Alhamdulillah. So when a letter has sukoon on it or has nothing over it, we call it sakina or having sukoon. All right. An example to just show you a visual of a noon with an actual sukoon over it. I have this example right here. So this is a noon and that's a sukoon over it and it's visible. And you see over here, this is a meme and that has a sukoon over it. And the sukoon is visible. Okay. The sukoon is visible. Now, this noon here is an example of an invisible sukoon or sukoon that is it's there. So we apply it, but we don't actually see it. So it's invisible. I call it an invisible sukoon. So here's a noon. It has nothing. It's just blank. No anything. No shadda, no fatha, kasra, dhamma, no nothing, no nothing. Whenever you see that, it's a sukoon by default. No exceptions. There's no exception at all whatsoever for this. Okay. So that's that. So when I say noon sakina, that's what I mean. Now, what is tanween? Because we said it's the rules of noon sakina and tanween. Tanween is that double fatha, double kasra, double dhamma that is only found at the end of a word. All right. It's pretty straightforward. Examples of tanween, the double, let's start from the right and go left. The double kasra we have here, ma'in. So, right, double kasra makes the in sound. Ma'in mahin, ma'in mahin, ma'in, right? So this is a double kasra, all right? Double dhamma, waylun, un, double dhamma. This is tanween. Urfan, double fatha, right? And another way that a double dhamma can look is like this. So there's two ways double dhamma can look, or dhammatan as we call it, or a tanween of dhamma is this way: a dhamma with an arc over it, or actually two dhammas, like two actual dhammas back to back like this. These are essentially the same, but they imply different rules, and we're going to learn what's what, inshallah, when we get into those rules. All right. So this is tanween.